creating this sacred time, however much. And when I was working 60 hours at Walmart and trying to do the side hustle, I was also going to school 18 credit hours at the time. So I had like no time, but I had that like 30 minutes a day of sacred time, and I
Mm,
wouldn't let anyone step on it because I held it sacred because I knew what it could do for me and my family. So
yeah,
the consistency, like I'll put my money
yeah,
on someone being consistent 15 minutes a day versus someone that can blitz once or twice a month. You know what I mean? Like the consistency of actually
yeah.
and it's doing money making activities, which is like actually talking in my eyes, money making activities is talking to another human being.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. I'm gonna say I'm excited to be here today. Actually, my guests kind of beat me to it. They was like, they excited. I'm like, wait, hold. That's my line. I'm excited, but no, we're really both excited to be here today. Listen, I think I know you're really gonna get a really good, unique perspective from this gentleman lens. Listen, this is Mr. Wholesale. Listen, deals is just not found with him. This guy creates deals. He's in Utah, and I'm really excited for us to just get things from his unique perspective and from his unique mindset. So I just want to introduce you to Mr. Jared Brenchley. Mr. Jared, how you doing today, sir?
Fantastic. Thanks for the intro, and I feel honored that I'm on here and able to talk to you and have some cool conversations. So I'm excited.
Absolutely. Well, listen, all the pleasure is all mine. Again, I think I told you, some people just not gonna see things your way because they're just not able to. You've been blessed with a way
Right.
that you see things, a way that you see deals. And so, Mr. Jared, to be honest, man, I want you to take us into your world. I want you to tell us what your main focus is these days. If you want to tell us a little
Yeah.
bit about how you got started, I'm sure they would love to hear that. And then also tell us what markets
Sure.
you're operating in, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, just a little bit of my background. I, I, before I got involved in real estate, before I even knew that you could even do something like this, I was a Walmart manager for 12 years. So I was working salary, working 60 hours a week. Um, I, I got to a point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so when a friend of mine invited me to come to this real estate workshop where these people were teaching you how to buy properties without using your own money, I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. But I went anyways because my wife wanted to go. So that meant that I had to go, whether I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So we went, and I was so skeptical, but by the end of it, I was at the edge of my seat, man. This is so
Mm,
cool. This is like, you don't have to have perfect credit and tons of money
mm,
in the bank. Now, does it help to have those things? 100%, but that's not the only options. And so that's what really got me like jazzed about this. And so I got into real estate, and it was I did a bunch of flips and did we did a whole lot of like short-term rentals, and got like 15 short-term rentals, like 8 months. And I don't recommend going that fast. That was crazy. But and
mm,
then I really got into wholesaling. This is my favorite massive income strategy. One of my things I really love about just real estate investing in general is having that genuine conversation with the seller.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And that negotiation has been like my favorite. Like I get such a high, like when we're first starting the conversation and it's just like they're their shields are up. They're very, withdrawn, and they're like this is like, what is this guy trying to steal from me, or what to take away from me? At the end of it, we're just hugging it out in tears. That's like the biggest high in the world. I mean, so wholesaling allows me to do that, to get into, to just do the fun part, and I love just like finding someone that needs help, and 2 weeks later get paid 20 grand. I mean, that's like freaking
Mm.
awesome. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's a really cool to see the power of helping people change lives and helping other people getting involved in real estate as well. The market where I do most of my deals I'm here in Utah, but most of my stuff is just right here. But I've done deals across the nation, but the vast majority has been just in my backyard, basically. Within a couple
Yeah.
hour drive from where I live.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love it. And I love that it lights you up to help change people's lives, right? I think, when you serve people, I always think if you build a business off of service, that's something that's very sustainable, right? Because you're serving people, for one, you're serving them with integrity if your service is really at your heart. But two, if service is
Yeah,
at your heart, it's something about the way you're going to make them feel that's really going to make
yeah,
people keep coming back. That's going to make them sing your praises to other people. And it's the way the universe got a way
referrals.
of rewarding people that really take serious about serving others. And so that's what I heard when I heard you saying, you're hugging, crying tears at the end. It just lets me know that you're really there in it to serve people. Yeah.
Well, and when you think about it, I mean, for real estate investing, we're looking for challenges, and
Mm.
people that are totally fine selling the property, they're going through a lot of times the hardest time in their lives. And they just been getting nonstop calls from other investors or from bill collectors more than anything else. Like they're hiding their cars from the repo. I've been in appointments with the sellers, and like the lights are out because they couldn't pay
Yeah.
for their light bill, and it's heartbreaking. And being able to having the ability to kind of get past their defenses, because of course they're going to be defensive. Of course they're going to have those
Yeah.
walls up, and even though like they may be praying or help, but they with the fences so up, if we need in order for me to serve them, I have to sell them. And so I have to
Yeah.
get past
Yeah.
those defenses and really to help them. And that's been uh what really keeps me going, especially in wholesaling as the strategy. Like I get it's so much fun. That's
Yeah.
my favorite part. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, now the economy works on buying and selling. And so, like you said, I gotta sell.
Yeah, absolutely.
But again, I could do it with integrity, right? I can do it with honesty. I can do it with authenticity.
100%. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and
Yeah,
it can work out for both of us. It's not like I can just try to sell you and then it don't work out. It's gonna work out for both of us. And so, yeah, man,
exactly.
I'm enjoying this conversation already. And listen, and I know, it's not especially easy in this climate always. So, what's been some of the keys to your system? Like, what keeps that
Hmm.
machine kind of running smoothly for you?
Yeah. Consistency is the
Mm.
the biggest thing. There's something that I teach the people in my community, and it's like I call it sacred time, where
Mm.
if something you hold sacred, whether that's religious or not, like I have
Mhm.
it's a hairbrush, and I don't need a hairbrush for as you can tell I'm completely bald, but it was a
Yeah.
hairbrush left by my grandfather's passed away. So to me that's sacred. So I wouldn't
Yes.
let my kids like throw it around, or I wouldn't let anything happen to it. Even my loved ones, I cherish it because that's the only thing I have
Mm,
left to my grandfather. So when I say creating sacred time, being consistent is specifically dedicating specific time for your task that needs to be done, blocking it off, and you treat it as sacred. Like if someone tries to step on my time, it's like, I'll talk to you in 2 hours when I'm done with this.
yeah.
Like people will treat you the way that you train them to treat you. And so
Mm,
creating this sacred time, however much, and when I was working 60 hours at Walmart and trying to do the side hustle, I was also going to school 18 credit hours at the time. So I had like no time. But I had that I had like 30 minutes a day of sacred time, and I
mm,
wouldn't let anyone step on it because I held it sacred because I knew what it could do for me and my family. So
yeah,
the consistency, like I'll put my money
yeah.
on someone being consistent 15 minutes a day versus someone that can blitz once or twice a month.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
You know what I mean? Like the consistency of actually
Yeah,
and it's doing money-making activities, which is like actually talking in my eyes, money-making activities is talking to another human being. It's not
yeah,
watching a video, it's not listening to podcasts, it's not, getting a list together because people fall into that loop, of analysis paralysis and they're doing things, but they're not doing it. But for me, sacred time is like it's specific.
yeah.
I have goals when I need contact, and it only counts if I'm communicating, whether it's text message, mailers, knocking on doors, phone calls to another human being. That's the only way it counts.
Yeah. Now, man, oh, I love so much about everything you said. I love how you translated as sacred time as just not religious time. Like sacred means it's something that you set apart. And that's exactly
Cherish,
what you've
yeah.
done. Exactly, right?
Mhm.
And I love how you talked about consistency. And so we're not making this a religious thing, but I'll be honest with you because I gotta pay homage to where I got this from. I got this from one of my pastors. He said to me, he
Mm.
says, consistency beats intensity any day.
Ooh,
Consistency
yeah, I
beat
like that.
intensity any day. And like you talk about, people they want to blitz, but when you are consistent, you don't have to worry about the blitz. Like the intensity is already built in, but it's not an intensity that that burns you out or overwhelms you. No, there is an
Yeah,
intensity that I've been building consistently every moment. So it may feel intense to you, but for me, this is totally consistent. This is what I do, baby. And I think
that's
I'll
right.
go full circle. This for me, why when I listen to you talk, I say this is kind of what separates you, right? Everybody's not going to have your perspective, but that 30
Sure.
minutes and all the other sacred times that you've built is what makes you so unique. And this is why I'm really enjoying
Right.
having this conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying
Yeah.
it too. It's awesome. Yeah, being specific on your time and goal oriented on what is the goal for that moment that you're sitting down. Like I'm sitting in, and that's
Yeah.
what people will get into. Like that's how we fall into the scroll patrol. Like the
Yeah.
doom scroll
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like
Absolutely.
we get distracted and of doing things that are working. Maybe we're analyzing a deal, but we never even talk to the seller. Like don't waste a second unless you talk. Spend that time talking to the seller. Like I would
Yeah.
I tell people like my community, like if I would rather you make phone calls and do a terrible job than watch a video about how to make phone calls. Because you will
Yeah.
learn
Yeah.
so much more by just doing the action and
Absolutely.
failing and learning along the way than you're gonna watch about
Yeah.
10,000 videos.
No, you're absolutely correct, man. Absolutely. So I love it. So it sounds like, you coach people, you talk to people. And so
Mhm.
because of your mindset, I know you cherish the fact that not only is there the success, there's the journey to success, right? There's a different
Yeah.
little processes that you put in place for the
Mhm.
success. And so I know
Oh,
there's
yeah.
times when moments get real. There's times when deals go sideways, times when you have to
Tell me
pivot
about it.
fast. And I was just wondering from your perspective, if you could talk about that to show people no, there's a process to get into
Mm.
the success.
Oh, 100%. And there is a process 100%. And there's gonna be it's not like understanding that you're not like, am I gonna mess up a deal? Am I gonna mess up this conversation? Am I gonna sound like an idiot? is this gonna it's not if, it's when. Like, is there gonna be a deal where I'm gonna mess up or I wish I never joined? It's not if, it's when.
Yeah.
And recognizing that, like,
Yeah.
when I wish I would have recorded the first phone call I ever made to a potential seller, first lead. It was terrible, man. It was
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
stinking bad. I was
Yeah.
so nervous. I was like sweating bullets. My heart was pumping. And it was just like it was, I wish I would have recorded. It would have been hilarious. But I knew when I going into it, I knew that I was gonna suck. And so
Yeah.
leaning into that
Understood.
suck and understanding this stuff is, you're gonna have some tough patches, and knowing that they're gonna come up, like and it's the same thing in recognizing, like, just because you're on the path and you haven't met your quote unquote goal, whatever that may be,
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you've
Hmm.
failed. Like, if I'm
Ooh.
traveling to California from Utah and I've been driving for 6 hours, I haven't made it, and look, someone that's closer, they're already there, and so this is dumb, it's not going to work. Like, just because I haven't met the destination doesn't mean I've failed. I'm
Yeah.
on that pathway. There's so many things
Right.
that I want to grow and to get. Like, there's always, like, as you hit certain levels and you want, like, I want to go to the next one. I want to, build a bigger team, want to scale.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a matter of understanding, like, there's like you mentioned, there's a process to it all. And knowing that there will be ups and downs, there will be those, you say something really stupid in a negotiations that may have cost you the deal. Like,
Yeah.
knowing that that will happen, and lean into the suck, lean into the part that it's going to mess up, but understanding, like, I'm going to be so much better after this. And I'm so
Yeah.
excited to when I finally master this certain skill, then it's like it removes a lot of that fear, and it stops a lot of people from taking action because they're worried about messing up a deal. People will say, like, like, I got this lead, I worked really hard on it, get emotionally attached to it, and, like, I'm really worried about messing it up. And I'll tell them, like, here's the secret: you're probably gonna mess it up,
Yep.
and that's
Yep.
okay. That's not there's
Yep.
not a it's not and going into it, like, if I mess it up, it's fine. You're gonna come across differently, because
Yeah.
people will come to negotiation table with commission breath, with that
Yeah.
energy of, like, I need you to sign, versus, like, if you sign it, great. If not, no worries. I mean, I got other stuff I got going on. So I mean, you pull away to pull them in. I mean,
Mm.
yeah, it's fun. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Now, oh man, I love, man, I love everything you saying, man. Like everything you saying, man. I absolutely love. I love your mindset, bro. And
I
I'm probably could
appreciate
talk
that,
to you
man.
for so many for so long, but I'm gonna keep the train running. But
Right?
man, that was so good, bro. But listen, let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next? Like, what's the next real
Yeah.
goal for you, Mr. Jared?
Well, for me, it's scaling. Like, well, you mentioned, like, scaling. That's what I'm working on right now. Right. I'm trying to
Okay.
scale my
Mhm.
business. I mean, I've done quite a few deals, and just building the systems to scale. And
Yeah.
whether that's hiring and I've got a lot of people that are working for me, that are working based on commission, which has been really, really helpful. And so, yeah, I mean, that is something that
Yeah.
I'm currently, like, working on, and building those systems to really explode the business. Because there's a bottleneck of, if you're a one person show, you can only do so much. So getting virtual assistants, phone calling for you, and all that stuff. So it's just building that up to really scale the business, and allow me the opportunity to do the things that I enjoy the most about. Like, setting appointments, making phone calls is not necessarily my favorite. The negotiation part, that's my favorite. Like, I want to do all of that, and then set up systems where the deals are coming to me, which currently doing, but there's still plenty of learning learning lessons along the way that has to happen. Learning the process is huge. Like, scaling and really helping other people is the biggest thing. Negotiating, talking to the people, helping them understand, like, where they're at, because people get into a different mindset of, like, where they're at a certain price point. And I hear the people when they're first starting talking to, like, hey, the seller they want to get 400,000. Like, but I need to get them to do it at 290 or 280 or something. And it's like, okay, like, so I'm not even gonna try. Like, well, no, because the price doesn't necessarily matter. They want that much, but doesn't mean they need that's the most that's the least amount they'll accept. It's all about understanding what their challenge is. Like find out what happens if they don't sell. One of my questions is like, so what happens if you don't sell your property? Well, this, and this will happen. And you get deeper in the surface level. Keep on asking them questions about what that will feel like. Like if they're worried about losing their house, like what happens to you? When you lose your home, like what'll happen? You have to do the right tonality because you come across really cold but like concerned. Like what happens to you and your family if they do take your house? Well, because sometimes people don't want to recognize or even look at what they're up against. And so it's like when you're asking that question, helping them realize like the actual pickle that they're in. And that's the biggest thing. Like, so if this bad thing happens, right? They lose their home or whatever the challenge they're facing. If this happens, like where are you going to be at? How's it going to affect you and your relationship? What's it going to make you feel like, and selling it, like what do you want to do? What's the benefit of selling? And it's not just like, oh, because I want to get my $100,000 equity. I know that, but why do you want the 100,000? Well, because it's 100,000. No, there's deeper into that. People don't care about the money; they care about what the money gives them. And so, I mean, like if I gave someone $1 million and said, "Here's $1 million, but you're stuck in this room. You have no internet. We get plenty of food, but here's a bag of money, but you can't ever leave this room." Like, what's that $1 million do for you? It's nothing. That's like padding for your bed. That's all it does. It's the thing that we can buy. Or the experiences that we buy. That's what they want. So understanding that concept, it's not just 100,000 of equity that they're trying to get at selling the property. It's like, what are you going to do with it?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
It's not about the money. It's about the motion behind or what they can do with it, So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man, I love it. Like I said, you've seen somebody who leads with integrity and honesty. And so, and you value people. So for a little bit, I want to talk about relationships, right? Because it seems like you're really good at relationships. This is how it seems to me. So when it comes to building your network and growing relationships, what's made the biggest difference for you?
Building a relationship and building a network is massive. It's huge. Everyone talks about it. One thing, the phrase that I avoid more than anything else is, "Hey, can I buy you lunch?" That's a phrase I avoid like the Black Plague, because if someone's more because that's usually typically like someone that's more successful than you, and like because it's like a free meal to someone that's very successful, and that doesn't really like or I want to pick your brain, like. Okay. So like, and it's okay, right? But it's like I think there's better ways of doing it, But building the network, like I would offer any way that I can help them. So instead of like the mindset of like, hey, I like you, for example, obviously have your success, you have your podcast, you have a lot of stuff going on for you, and if I'm trying to quote unquote pick your brain or get some gold nuggets out of you. I'm not going to necessarily say something like that, but it's more like, what is something that your business needs to take it to the next level? And whatever that answer is, I'm going to see what I can do. Maybe I know someone, maybe they need more funding. Maybe they need someone that makes phone calls for them. Maybe they need whatever. And like, oh, well, I know this, I was networking this other guy and he actually has, $500,000 he's looking to put to work. I'm going to put those two together, not asking anything in return, not expecting anything in return. And guess what? When I do make that phone call to that guy for a question or whatever, he's going to be like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." Or like, "I need help. I just need getting through all these leads." Like, yeah, well, I mean, if you don't mind, I would love to take a crack at it and start, using when I cut my teeth on working at other people's leads, and I would much rather fail because I know I'm going to fail. It's just a matter of when, and how much. But I'd much rather fail on someone else's lead than not and not on mine, So I'm kind of working on their dime effectively, but I'm able to get their knowledge and experience and the resources on top of that. Like I need a contractor. Oh yeah, here's my guy. He's the best. So I think building that network is just filling in holes and having the mindset of, especially when we're talking about people that are, that we deem that are in the position we want to be in, right? And there's always the different levels. Like, how can I help you? And even people that are starting up, like, how can I serve you? And still respect my
Mm,
time and when to say no, of course, like for time wise. But how can I build a system where I can help the people that are starting up that I wish I had that support and I can't tell you how many times I've by building network, like how many deals I thought was complete done. Like nothing's gonna happen. I have one conversation. It's just like, oh, I can't do that. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even know that. And or they
yeah,
built that connection. And that was just and I built my network just by really putting yourself out there and offering my services in any way I possibly can to help and support them. And then it's just all about the being a servant rather than like, hey, can you same thing when you're talking to a seller. It's like, if they're like, I need a deal, I need to make money. No, it's like, how can I help you? What's your situation?
yeah.
And then that comes across. I mean, if I'm just trying to learn how to do something or build a network, it comes across to if the mindset and how we're communicating, like, I want something versus how can I serve? I mean, that's
Yeah.
huge.
Whew. I mean, again, it just shows me what I call your through line. Like you have been very consistent. That's been a word you use
Right.
too,
Yeah.
but you've been very consistent about showing who you are as a servant, right? We believe in sales, we believe in business,
Hmm.
we believe in transactions, but there's still a service to it. Like, how can I help you? How can I connect? Okay, let me think about it. Maybe I come back and say, you know what? I thought about it for a little bit. This is a way maybe I can serve you. And so
100%.
it really shows even with when you talk about relationship and relationship building. Again, you've been saying it from jump, and I just see you just consistently using the same language. And so, man, I really thank you. I thank you for sharing these gems. I thank you for coming from a unique and an honest place. And so, listen, man, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you,
Yeah.
collaborate, learn more about you, what you're doing, what's the best way for them to reach out to you, sir?
Well, they can jump on my website, CDA Wholesale Games, or even reach out to my social media. So like Jared Brenchley on Facebook, Instagram. They can look up Mr. Wholesale. They'll usually be there as well on that. But
Yeah,
yeah, and I'm more than happy to do collaborations, joint ventures, or if they need some advice or whatnot. I mean, if they're I have a community in school, the 60-day wholesale
yeah,
games as well. So the school spelled with a K. If anyone wants to check it out, would
yeah.
love to help other people and get going because the more people that help, more people that serve, the better I
Hmm.
do. So it's like I
Yes, sir.
serve people, but in reality, there's a little bit of selfishness too. Like if I'm helping other people, I
Absolutely.
know I'm taken care of. Maybe not through them or some way,
Yeah,
but I know
yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna happen somewhere. The universe is gonna take
yeah,
care of me. So that
yeah,
yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
yeah. I hear you, man. And I say this proverb a lot on this show because I just continue to find amazing people just like you.
Oh, thanks,
So
man.
there's a proverb. It says, when you refresh others, you in return will be refreshed. And I think you're just a living testament. Like you just said, it's kind of self, it's almost like your dopamine hit. It's like, because I know when I refresh you, I'm gonna be taken care of.
Right?
So
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
and I,
yeah,
I've been honored to be on this podcast too. Like you ask great questions. I love your
appreciate it.
your systems. You got into even like the follow up text of it. Like I was like very impressed from get go. So like I'm really honored that you had me on here, and I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. It's been great.
Man, you trying to take my see you doing to me what I do to others. That no, that's no, no, I appreciate you, man.
We can appreciate
Stop
each
it.
other. It's
Stop it,
okay. It's
Jared.
all right.
Okay. You're right. You're right.
Love it.
But no, man, because I'm literally probably gonna echo just what you said.
Right.
I really appreciate you taking time out. I appreciate your
Thank
time,
you.
your story, your perspective. We definitely need more people in this space that's doing it the right way, just like you. And so, thank you for your authenticity, man. I really, really appreciate you coming through.
Yeah. Thank you again. It's been a blast. This is awesome.
Absolutely. But listen, y'all heard Mr. Jared. We didn't gave each other platitudes and just really really gushed on each other. But listen, we want you to continue to get this great content, right? And so just make sure you are subscribed. That way, when the bell goes off, when the alarm goes off, you can just come in and just get this amazing content from amazing people, just like Mr. Jared. And so, Again, Mr. Jared, sir, I thank you so much. This
Thank
has
you.
been fun. And listen, to everyone else, listen, we're going to see y'all on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.